Yo, what's good YouTube? This is you, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to connect your backend to your front end. And I have a simple example over here. I'm just going to change the video link over here. Okay, but I'm going to do that from my backend. And as you can see right now, when I open this on full screen, you're going to find out that I have a home content schema type of home, and I just have it in a property of video background link. So if I just change the video to this link, it is just going to take a minute or two and it's going to update itself dynamically. Okay, so that is why we connect the back end to the front end. It's going to take like a minute or two to actually show the video, but I'm going to show you how to connect the back end to the front end. Okay, so in the previous videos we just made a simple file over here in the source folder. It's called client.js. Right now I'm gonna keep it empty for you guys. Okay, and this is not gonna show anything on my website, so let me just refresh that, and I'm just gonna explain to you. So yeah, as you can see right now, the video has updated. So I'm gonna help you first off just do the client.js. So to start building the Sanity client and connecting the backend to the front end, you just need to install these two packages, which is add SanityClient and add sanityImageURL. So to add them, all you really need to do is just go into your front end folder, okay? And afterwards, just do yarn add and then the name of the package, which is add SanityClient. Okay, I already have that installed. So yarn packages, if you also want to check that out, here it is. I'm just going to give it a moment while it's installing. So this is the package, SanityClient, and also yarn package add sanityImageURL. Okay, and the sanityImageURL is going to be used later on for grabbing pictures in our project dynamically. So it's going to grab our image URLs from the Sanity content. Okay, so afterwards just yarn add the Sanity image URL, which is the second package you're going to install. So I'm just going to give it a moment while it's installing, and I'm going to update back the video that I had before. I'm just going to go to my back end over here. Okay, and publish that just while the front end package is installing. Okay, so after it's installed, just yarn start again the front end. So and then import these two files. Okay, so let me just remove everything and let me start from scratch with you. So import Sanity client, and here's the demo. So I could just copy and paste this from here, but I'm gonna do it like I said from scratch. So import Sanity client from add sanityClient. So yeah, in the demo, just like in the demo, and we're going to import also the imageUrlBuilder. Okay, imageUrlBuilder from Sanity imageURL. Okay, not all of this, just from Sanity imageURL. And then we're gonna be defining the Sanity client. So it's just giving me the error right now because I do not have the client.js Sanity client. So we are just going to do that. So we're just going to export the const, and we're going to call it client, and in it we're going to have the SanityClient. Okay, and between the SanityClient we're going to start adding in the properties. Okay, so I could just copy and paste this, but I'm going to explain each and every one for you. Okay, so first off, we have the project ID, and the process.env.sanity, like React. Okay, so first off, let me just explain everything simply. So here is the property, and it's called a project ID, and in it we have the process.env. And what is the process.env? Basically, we're going to be getting these two sanity tokens over here. And to get these sanity tokens, all you really need to do is just log into your sanity portfolio. Okay, let me just go to here. Okay, and after going to your sanity portfolio, all you just need to do is just log in and go into your API tab over here. Add an API token. So I already have two, but I'm going to add another one for you. Make the permissions editor and then name it whatever you want. You could name it Sanity Content Alternative, for example. Okay, and just make sure in your course origin you have HTTP localhost 3000 to be added and allow credentials. I already have it, so it's not going to add it. Okay, and what else? That is it actually. But you are just going to get that API token you just added. Okay, and do you see that env file that I created? This is basically, simply to put it, it's just a file that is going to hold your API tokens, but securely, so that nobody else accesses it except you. And to get the required API tokens that you need, this is the token that you're just going to create, and it's called React App Sanity Token. So for React applications, you just need to mention the React app at the beginning, even as the documentation over here. Okay, React app, as you can see. So I'm just gonna go back here and I'm just gonna import these. Okay, so React app and the sanity token, that is for the project ID, and then a comma, and after the project ID, as in the demo, make sure to have your data set as production, because already in your sanity panel you're gonna find that your data set is in production mode, like by default. So if it's not, just make it to be public and in production. Okay, afterwards we're just gonna be adding in the API version, and just make sure to either match this version or actually just match one of the static ones they have, because if not, if you don't match the Sanity API version, it's gonna break the application. So I don't want to make this more complicated, but I'm just trying to explain to you everything. So yeah, according to the documentation, just you have to use a UTC date string. See, as you can see. Afterwards, we're going to be using the token, and the token is also going to be a process.env, and then React app, and then the sanity token. So here, this is going to be the, the project ID, for the project ID, and this one is going to be sanity token. Afterwards, you could use the CDN, and we're going to give that true. And that is pretty much it in terms of just connecting the API to the backend. As you can see, even the errors are gone. But I'm just gonna continue on because of the later parts. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this builder const, which is gonna help us later on just get the links for our images. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this, add it over here, and we're using the image builder from the Sanity image URL package. Okay, we also want to export this const, and what else? Why is it giving me there? Okay, imageUrlBuilder is not defined. Maybe I import, yeah. Just make sure to match out the syntax for imageUrlBuilder. Okay. So that is pretty much it in terms of how to connect your back end to your front end. So as you can see, the steps that you need to do is just create a .env file. And inside that env file, just get your API token from here in the API tab. Add a new one, make sure the permissions are editor, copy the token and also the project ID. Add them over here. And inside your client.js, import these two, the SanityClient and the imageUrlBuilder. And just mention inside your client const over here, the SanityClient. Make sure you also export it because you're going to import these later on in the project. And also add in the links for the images, which we're going to be using the imageUrlBuilder from the Sanity imageURL. And that is it in terms of how to connect your back end to your front end. See you guys in the next video.